Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. The week of November 17th is shaping up to be one of the most intense and emotional stretches Los Angeles has seen in a long time, and everything begins with Luna spiraling under the weight of her own conscience. She's been trying to keep herself together, trying to go about her days as if everything were normal, but the secret she's been hiding is becoming too heavy for her to carry alone. Every moment feels like a reminder of what happened. Every familiar face feels like a threat to her silence, and the pressure finally pushes her to a breaking point. Lee senses it first. She's sharp, observant, and always attuned to subtle shifts in the people she cares about, especially Luna. When Lee approaches her, she isn't angry. She isn't demanding. She isn't even suspicious. She's worried, deeply worried, because she sees the fear written all over Luna's face. And when she gently pushes, just far enough to get Luna to open up, the truth spills out. Luna confesses everything, trembling, her voice cracking as she admits the mistake that changed everything. For a moment, Lee is left stunned, unable to even form a response. She knew something was wrong, but she never imagined it would be this serious. Once she recovers from the shock, Lee moves quickly into problem-solving mode, but this time, her solution is one Luna never expected. Lee doesn't tell her to run. She doesn't tell her to hide. She doesn't try to sweep the truth under the rug. Instead, she urges Luna to come clean. She practically begs her to turn herself in before someone else exposes the truth in a far more damaging way. Lee insists that owning up to the mistake now is the only chance Luna has to control the narrative, the only way to protect herself from a backlash that could destroy her future entirely. Luna is torn. She wants to believe Lee is right. She wants to be brave enough to confess. But she's terrified of what might happen to her life, her relationships, and her place in the Forrester world. She fears losing RJ. She fears losing the trust she's worked so hard to build. And she fears that once the truth is out, there will be no coming back from it. Lee does everything she can to convince her, reminding her that guilt doesn't just disappear. It grows, it gnaws, and eventually it destroys. But Luna still hesitates, caught between fear and responsibility, between protecting herself and doing what she knows is right. Meanwhile, Bill is dealing with a crisis of his own, one that hits him in a way he wasn't prepared for. His connection with Katie has always been complicated, but there's a part of him that has never stopped caring about her. That's why delivering bad news to her is the last thing he wants to do. Bill tries to steady himself, to find the right words, but nothing feels right. He knows the news he's carrying will shake Katie, and despite all the toughness he projects, he hates the idea of hurting her. When he finally sits down with Katie, the mood shifts immediately. She can sense something serious is coming, and her guard goes up. Bill explains the situation slowly, carefully, trying to cushion the blow. But the truth is still painful. The moment he finishes, Katie's expression hardens, and she absorbs every word with a mix of disbelief and frustration. She never expected Bill to bring something like this to her doorstep, and now she's forced to confront a new reality she wasn't emotionally prepared for. Bill watches her reaction closely, hoping she'll lean on him, hoping she'll let him help her through it. But Katie pulls back, overwhelmed. She needs space to think, space to breathe, and Bill realizes he may have lost the moment he was trying to protect. He tries to offer support, tries to show that he didn't want this, but Katie barely hears him. She's replaying the news in her mind, thinking of how it shifts everything she thought she knew. Bill can only stand there, frustrated and powerless, knowing he did the right thing by telling her, yet hating how much it hurt her. Back at the Forrester side of things, Luna's inner conflict intensifies. Every time she sees RJ, the guilt claws deeper. Every interaction feels like she's living a lie, and she fears that when he learns the truth, he won't forgive her. Not this time. She wants to tell him. She wants to confess and beg him to understand. But every time she gathers the courage, the words catch in her throat, and the fear of losing him wins again. Lee refuses to give up. She confronts Luna over and over, pushing her with a mix of tough love and genuine concern. She tells Luna that secrets only grow worse when left in the dark, and the longer she waits, the bigger the fallout will be. Lee isn't trying to punish her. She's trying to save her. She knows the Forrester circle well enough to predict exactly how this will explode if Luna waits too long. Luna finally starts to realize that the consequences of silence may be even worse than the consequences of honesty. She begins to understand that if she wants any chance at redemption, she needs to take control before someone else does. But even as she inches toward that decision, the fear doesn't disappear. The possibility of losing RJ, losing her career, losing everything, it all looms large. Bill and Katie's situation continues to unfold quietly in the background, adding another layer of emotional tension to the week. Bill worries that the news he delivered will push Katie even further away from him, maybe permanently. He wants to fix things, but some problems can't be fixed overnight. Some wounds take time, and Bill has to accept that he may have to wait and hope that Katie will one day see his intentions for what they truly were. As the week progresses, Luna's world grows more chaotic as she wrestles with the choice Lee is urging her to make. Every time she closes her eyes, she sees the moment everything changes. Every step she takes feels heavier than the last. And with Lee pressuring her to take responsibility, Luna realizes she's running out of time. One way or another, the truth is going to come out, and she has to decide whether she'll face it on her own terms or let it destroy her when she least expects it. This emotional storm sets the stage for a turning point that could shift multiple relationships across Los Angeles. Luna stands on the edge of a confession that could change her life forever. Lee holds on to hope that Luna will do the right thing. Bill struggles with the aftermath of his painful revelation to Katie, and Katie is left trying to process news that reopens wounds she thought were long healed. Everything is in motion, and the consequences are closing in from all sides. The tension is thick, the emotions are raw, and the choices made this week will have ripple effects that stretch far beyond November 17th. Luna's secret, Lee's plea, Bill's bombshell, and Katie's heartbreak all collide in a week that proves once again that in this world, the truth may set you free, but it can also tear everything apart. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.